Hello and welcome to another episode of whatever this is. I did not perform at this Skylark because it wasn't Wednesday, but I did perform at the speakeasy. Maybe we should have that as the background gem. Hey! Wow, that's big. Not the first time I've heard that. Alright, we got like maybe 50 people in here. So that'd be a thing. That'd be a thing tonight. Hi, Colette. Howdy do. And I have a video, and I'm going to play it. Now, here's what's interesting about this particular open mic is that this open mic is at a theater venue. Notice the stage, as opposed to a bar where people are, congregating around a bar and around their tables talking to each other. This is lit solely on the stage. Like, you can't really see anything that's going on. And it's a pretty good venue. It's a pretty good show. And as far as open mics go, it's the best one from here to Chicago, including Chicago. Because most open mics, you don't get the opportunity to perform in front of an audience like this. Usually you're performing for the other comedians. And in this instance, all the other comedians are outside in a different room. So you're performing for actual people who paid to be there. That said, typically, because of the draw, there's 20 comedians. You got to show up an hour early to be able to get up early on the list. They're paying attention more, that's correct. Yeah, they're not focused on remembering their set. If you're the comic that goes up before me, I'm not going to watch your set. I can't. I'm about to perform. I got to perform. So I've got to go over and memorize my set. It's like when I'm back there and the hobbyist comics want to just chat and they're like, "Oh, I don't rehearse my jokes. I just go up there and wing it." I've heard that line a number of times. And you guess what they don't do, Colette? Get laughs. They get a few laughs. But they don't have people telling them how much they were giggling after the show. And I get it. I mean, there is an art to be able to go up there and just do it. But also, if you want to take that and turn it from an A into an A plus, practice a little bit. And there was actually a moment on the ever popular Kill Tony where one of the guys in a wheelchair, he's like, "Yeah, I was trying to talk to some fans before the show, and they were talking to me while I was trying to rehearse, and they were shocked. Like, you rehearse?" And then Tony interrupts him. He's like, "Yeah, you rehearse because you're a professional." It's like, there's a quality to adding something on the back end. And so I will try to memorize my set. And so I'll have to, and it's happened more than once. I'll have to tell people, "Oh, I'm almost on. I gotta focus." And people understand. They understand. It's just when you're in the middle of a conversation and you gotta bail, you know. Where'd you go? Well, that was the end of the conversation. I'm switching over now. Oh, but there were we had like 50 people. We usually have like 20 comics, you know. We had eight comics. Yeah. It's wild. And then like we had like another 10 people show up at the last minute um for their friend. Like I think I was comic number 5, and then this whole area in over by the bathroom doors there filled in with like 10 people to watch their buddy go up last. And he did good. I gotta figure out who that kid is because he was over at the Skylark. I say kid because all 10 of them were getting carded hardcore. Like they like all stormed in and uh they were all getting carded individually. Um they all looked like they were about 20.
Coming up to the stage.
Oh, and boom. Cheers.
Right now, make some noise. Iowa Jacob, everybody. Iowa Jacob.
The moon is made of cheese, but people want to eat Uranus. Sometimes people tell me I look familiar. They're like, Jacob, you look familiar. I say, have you seen Girls Gone Wild? I was one of the girls. Well, my name's Jacob, and I'm going to try to tell you a couple jokes or something. Because weird things happen to me, and I just try to deal with them. They confuse me, like I've been getting a lot of ads for boner pills. And I'm confused, because the last thing I need is more boners. I'm having a hard time getting rid of the boners I already got. I tried calling my doctor. She said I'm not her type. So I got some of these blue chews. I thought they were going to help in the bedroom, and nobody told me you're not supposed to use a spittoon for the blue chew. Turns out she's not aroused when I hawk too. Sorry, I'm not an introvert or an extrovert. I'm a pervert. I think I fixed the problem though because I updated my dating profile to include a picture of me holding some eggs. I talked to a fortune teller, and she told me things and charged me a fortune. And it's because I got this great idea. I'm going to combine the zodiac signs with mental illnesses. And it's because, in case I'm being mean or something, then I can just say, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset you. I just forgot to charge my rose quartz. My people-pleasing is in retrograde, and my narcissism is in full rising. I tried to talk to her about my love life, right? And she's like, Mercury is in retrograde, and Venus is in control of your love life. So are you sure it's not Uranus? I don't know. Because, I know that women are from Venus and men are from Mars, but I think my ex-girlfriend was from the Andromeda galaxy. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best boyfriend. I kind of screwed up. Last Valentine's Day, I gave her a power drill. Now she thinks she's Miss Handy. She's fixing things, like she fixed the toaster. And she fixed it all right. It makes burnt toast and charred countertops and heated arguments. But there is one thing she fixed successfully, the lock on the bedroom door. It's all right, it was kind of rough when we were dating anyways. She asked me what my favorite position is. I said, well, I don't have a lot of experience, so right now my favorite position is probably me sitting in a computer chair, trying to use the mouse with my left hand. And she told me about this position called soaking, where you two get together. It's a religious thing or something. So I'd have picked a different word, but you get together and you just lay there, and someone else will shake the bed. I don't think I could handle it, man. And not because there's an audience, but I'd be worried that she's more into the person doing the shaking. She'd say, babe, I really like it when the milkman shakes the bed. And I'd say, no way, babe, it's the size of the boat, not the motion of the ocean. It's all right, it didn't work out, but I don't spread my wallet for just anyone. But I do spread my legs, so you can find me on OnlyFans at Fruit by the Foot. Or you can come back and enjoy the speakeasy next month. Thanks for coming out, guys.
That's Iowa Jacob for you guys. Iowa Jacob. I got a cheesy joke.
Speaking of rehearsing, there was one of the comedians there that was talking to me about a joke from another comic, and he said a comment after that where someone asked the comedian, how was your special so funny? And the comedian said, the entire special was 10 years worth of closers. Which just goes to show 10 years of practicing your jokes and getting them right. It's basically how I've gotten to my set list that I have. I mean, I've been telling some of the jokes for what, 3 years now? But they still work. So I weave them in with the other ones. Just got to keep coming up with new stuff. I got a new one that I'm trying so hard to figure out how to fishtail. Because it's funny, but it's not. But if I say it right, it will be. The comedy's there, but okay. So I was thinking about how girls dress conservatively like a librarian, and they've got a lot of clothes on. They're covering everything up. They got a lot of layers, and you're not going to get any action that way. I think that you have to show the goodies, not so that I can evaluate them, but just so that I know that you want me to see them. Because when you're hiding them like that, I'm wondering, no, because when you're covered up like that, I'm wondering what you're hiding. I mean, you're trying to be devious. It's a bit of a red flag. Something like that, you know. I don't know. It's not working, but, you know, just keep at it. Craft it, move it around, see how it works, adjust it in the moment, feel it when you say it. Okay, that's enough out of me, and that's enough out of that. I'll see you guys on the next reaction to the open mic. Open mic reaction. I like that. That's working. Oh, that's a good one, Colette. All right. Okay, I will talk to you later. Have a good afternoon.